Alex Poton Pieta has made the move to heavyweight, and the belt is now up for grabs at 205 light heavyweight. Now, this came kind of expected. I did not believe he was going to defend the belt. He's already ran through the division. He fought Jiri twice, and I don't think Carlos Ulberg deserved the chance at fighting Alex Pereira. Now we got him at heavyweight. Now, he formerly came to the UFC at 185 middleweight, jumped up to 205. Now the belt is vacant, and it's Carlos Ulberg and Jiri Prochazka at UFC 327 in Miami. This is the fight to make for sure. Jiri had 2 wins, Khalil Roundtree, Jamal Hill. He's deserving to go in there and fight Carlos Ulberg, who's off a big win to Jan Blachowicz. Both these guys have proven to be championship caliber. Now that Alex is out of the division, this is the championship bout at 205 light heavyweight. So Poton, he's up to heavyweight, and that's when the Jon Jones negotiations start here. Will he fight Jon Jones? I'm not going to say it's dead. There are negotiations for sure, but I'm not sure if they're going to turn out to be true. Are they going to make that fight at the White House? That sounds like the location. That's where Jon Jones wants, but they have to do negotiations, see if they can all come to an agreement. That might be hard to do. So I'm kind of steering away from this fight, but it's certainly live. Jon Jones, Alex Poton Pieta for the fucking heavyweight belt at the 150th anniversary of the United States at the White House. Big event. That's where they want to have it. Will they have it there? It's really hard to say. I'm not going to come here and say it's dead and kill the vibes. It could happen. It certainly could happen. I'm not going to forecast it to officially happen, but it's alive, and it's certainly interesting at this time. Now, the heavyweight champion Tom Aspinall is out, so the time seems right to make this fight. Tom's out. He has to recover. Ciryl Gane's there. He could come in and make an appearance here if Jon Jones cannot fight at the White House. I did a video on that. We're going to jump ahead here. There's 2 victims possible here, and it's Ciryl Gane and Jon Jones. If the Jon Jones fight does not happen, if they can't get to an agreement, it's Ciryl Gane who gets in there with Alex Pereira for the vacant, maybe interim, likely interim heavyweight championship here. It's going to be an interim belt, I would say. Tom Aspinall will come back later this year, and the winner of the fight will fight him. Obviously, that is the right thing to do. But the question really is, will Jon Jones be back? On the White House event, we'll go back here to the slide that I skipped over. I didn't really think Jon Jones would be there. A small chance that he would be on the event. I was leaning more Conor McGregor. A couple weeks later, it sounds like Conor McGregor might not be at the White House. He still might be. I'm not saying that's dead either. They still have to talk about a lot of things. We're a couple months out, agreements, negotiations, stuff like that. Still a lot to consider here. The forecast was Conor McGregor, Michael Chandler. Now it sounds like Jon Jones and Alex Pereira could happen. I didn't count that out either completely on the White House show. Will McGregor return to the UFC? It sounds like McGregor is going to return to the UFC, maybe International Fight Week. The White House, it's just an unknown right now. We're here forecasting, talking about possibilities. But the one thing for sure that we have talked about is the light heavyweight championship bout between Carlos Ulberg and Jiri Prochazka. And this is rightfully the fight to make. This is rightfully the fight to make at 205. And I can't wait for this fight in Miami. You got Joshua Van on the card, Tatsuro Terra. And this event is stacked in Miami. It's going to be an absolute heater. Can't wait for it. Definitely the right fight to make. I think Ciryl Gane's going to get in there with Alex Poatan Pieta. I don't believe they're going to get negotiations settled with Jon Jones. He's too greedy. He's been ducking for too long, although he's a true American that wants his time and spotlight, that seems deserving, but it's also not deserving from what Jon Jones has done over the last year or 2 years, holding up the division. I don't think he's deserving of it. What's most deserving here in negotiations is Poatan getting his chance at gold at heavyweight. This is a chance. The first time someone can get 3 belts in the UFC, this will be history, and Poatan rightfully deserves that opportunity. He stepped in there short notice to save events. This is a really marketable fighter too, and showing up, doing what he's supposed to do in most of his fights has given him lots of opportunities. He's a great kickboxer, a bunch of experience, and now he's here getting a chance to hold 3 belts in the UFC. Now, he started out the UFC career at middleweight, and this is where we've seen him lose to Adesanya and get knocked out. So this guy is not invisible. He's not impossible to beat. He can be knocked out. He was knocked out at 185 to Adesanya. But what we got to think about, was cutting weight a problem in that fight? I would think so. Elevation, altitude could have been a problem at that fight, depending at the location. Now, I definitely think cutting weight at 185 was tough for Alex Pereira. I have no clue how this guy made 185. The fact he did it and got gold there is incredible. But we got to take a look at the loss. I do think the loss had to do with him wanting to change weight classes and weight cutting being a factor. So his chance at getting a belt at heavyweight is very high, in my opinion. I will not be going against and fading Alex Poatan Pieta as he looks to make history here, possibly at the White House. Now, wouldn't that be something? Jon Jones, Alex Poatan Pieta. That is something I didn't expect a couple weeks ago, but now it's something we might have to get ready to expect. More news to come, so stay forecasted. News broke a day, 2 days ago, Friday night, about Alex Pereira vacating that belt. Now, I had to do a video ASAP Rocky and get on here. I was just thinking about it all day long today, Monday. Now I'm here live talking about it. Now, his next victim has to be Ciryl Gane if he does not fight Jon Jones. We can go take a look at this heavyweight division, take the glasses off, and realistically, it's a thin division. It's not overly stacked, and he's not coming here to fight Volkov. Alex Poatan Pieta did not drop that belt. He didn't give it up for a Volkov fight. He didn't give it up for a Pavlovich fight. He certainly didn't give it up for Curtis Blades, who's going to be fighting Josh Hockett in Miami. That's a banger. He didn't give it up for that. He's giving it up for hopefully a Jon Jones fight. He wants the Jon Jones fight. That is what he wants. He might not get what he wants, but he could get the gold. Easily could get the gold over Ciryl Gane, and he will be a lock pick in that fight. Gane has been sent to the slaughterhouse multiple times. Even in that Jon Jones fight, when Jon Jones came back, the win came quite easily in round 1. Now, Gane is looking pretty good after that fight with Tom Aspinall, but Pieta with the power and the patience is on another level, and I can't wait for this fight to officially get announced. We're just here forecasting, and right now, looking at this weak heavyweight division, oh my gosh, the bottom 15 certainly needs some work, needs some new faces, but we got Josh Hockett moving up the ranks, more fighters from Dana White's Contender Series, which will be heating back up soon, coming into the UFC. We need some more heavyweight talent for sure. We just lost Jailton Almeida, who did not have a bunch of success on the feet with the striking, and clearly the UFC did not like his style and the wrestling. The most marketable fighter would be a striker, knockout artist at this weight class, and Alex Poatan Pieta fits that part. Now let's see if he can get gold. Negotiations, let's see if they can get settled. I hope they do. That would be a sweet fight. Jon Jones, Alex Poatan Pieta at the White House, of all places. 150th anniversary of the United States. Jon Jones comes back. Nobody expects it. He comes out of the duck pond to fight fucking the GOAT of MMA. 3 UFC belts, and we're looking at the GOAT of MMA, Alex Pereira. Kickboxing background, wins over huge names in like incredible fashion. Look at the head kick to Jiri and other head kick wins over his career. His kicks, his punches are lethal. And let's see what he can do at heavyweight. Become a forecaster for more videos, MMA content in the future. All links in that description below. Stay hydrated this week. It's fight week in Las Vegas. We got the predictions out. Prop Fiends will be out Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern time. And what we're doing for a giveaway this week is enter in the live chat. Drop a comment in the live chat at any time during the show. You'll be entered in to win $50 on a random giveaway wheel. Everyone has a fair chance to win that 50. All what you got to do, drop a comment anytime during the show, 9 p.m. Eastern time Friday. Prop Fiends are going live for UFC 326. Thanks for staying forecasted, becoming a forecaster. This is wild news, not expected news, but we're here forecasting it, and we're waiting for more news to get launched on this fight. Officially, I'm going to forecast Alex Poatan Pieta to fight Ciryl Gane, not at the White House, although I have a feeling it's going to be at the White House no matter what. I'll take that statement back. Alex Pieta fights at the White House after all he has done for this company, and he will get gold, make history at the White House. Likely versus Ciryl Gane. I think Jon Jones is going to keep on ducking.